Hi Cancer, welcome to your Sealing the Timeline reading. There's an astrological event taking place at the moment, and as of September 14th, any energies that we've carried with us up until that date that we still have attached to us will go with us into the next 12-year cycle. So when I learned of this event, I did a personal reading for myself and asked God, my guides, my angels, archangels, and the Holy Spirit to show me what I needed to consider as we prepare for this next 12-year cycle. After I did the reading, it was pretty powerful. It was pretty intense. So I thought perhaps I should do it for you guys also. So here we are. I am not an astrologer by any means. So there is a link in the description that talks more specifically. It's not by me. Psychic Sounds by B, and she talks more specifically about exactly what's going on with these planets and why the effect is going to be so dramatic that it lasts for 12 more years. She's going to talk about all that. But in the meantime, I'm going to talk with you about what does Spirit think we should do. So with you, Cancer, we're going to ask God, our guides, our angels, our archangels, the Holy Spirit, show us what it is that you think Cancer should consider as we prepare to walk into this 12-year cycle. Show us clearly what should Cancer consider in regard to being able to walk into this cycle in alignment with their highest and best self. And more specifically, show us in the matters of romantic love. We're going to do 4 energies. We're going to do love, money, and family, friends, and coworkers, and then health and wellness. But more specifically, right now, show us clearly what energy should Cancer consider in the area of romantic love. Show us what energy should Cancer consider as they get ready to walk into this 12-year cycle. How can they do that in alignment with their highest and best self? Okay. Sacrifice. And then in regard to money, sacral chakra. In regard to family, friend, and coworker relationships, base chakra. And in regard to health and wellness, solitude. I thought we were going to get another chakra. Okay. So, we're going to put this deck up. That's funny. You got 2 energy systems and 2 major arcana. Cancer. Looks to me like Spirit is serious about this message to you. So, let's see where we're at. Show us clearly, in the love category, why are you showing us sacrifice when it comes to love? Show us clearly, why are you showing us sacrifice in the love category? What does that have to do with Cancer's walk into this next 12-year cycle? Okay, and you're getting 6 of spring, and you're getting Queen of spring, and you're getting 4 of autumn. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so in regard to money, show us clearly what is it that Cancer needs to consider about the sacral chakra. Why is the sacral chakra in their money house? What are you showing us about that? In regard to this 12-year cycle, we'd like some clarity. Why is the sacral chakra in their money category? And you're getting 8 of summer, and you're getting 2 of spring, and you're getting 3 of autumn. Wow. We're going to go back and talk about all this stuff, each category individually. Show us clearly, why is Cancer getting base chakra in the family, friends, and coworker department? Show us clearly, why is Cancer getting the base chakra in the family, friends, and co-worker category. We're getting the Chariot. We're getting the Eight of Spring and life experience. Wow. Like, I am getting so moved by this reading. Okay. In regard to health and wellness, show us, why is Cancer getting solitude? In regard to health and wellness, show us, why is Cancer getting solitude? Eight of Winter. Princess of Spring. And Six of Summer. Okay. I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm going to kind of wipe them off real quick first. But I'm going to put my glasses on and we're going to dig into the meat of this message because it's a pretty strong one. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas and 2 energy centers. Okay. You ready, guys? Let's see what we got. In love, sacrifice. Okay, so just the picture of the card is telling me that, on the picture itself, it's telling me that you've been through a lot. There's been some murky situations in your love house, in your love relationships, in the romantic love relationships. You've kept your faith through it all, though. You've not let it turn you into a woman hater or a man hater or vice versa, or you've not let it deter your optimism, so to speak. You feel confident that you have a rainbow coming, okay? So, and this is what they're wanting to tell you. Yes, you have moved through this season victoriously, okay? And they want you to believe in yourself. This is dropped. This is the same card as the Hanged Man. So it's like Spirit's asking you to step back, detach just a little bit, and look at things a little differently. And perhaps you're in a holding pattern right now, but that's okay. Just look at things a little differently as far as your romantic life goes. They're saying that they're moving you toward a very victorious state. And whether that's in another relationship or whether it is just in yourself, which is what I think it's more about. Just being in relationship with yourself is a very victorious place for you to be at the moment, and especially as you get ready to move into this next cycle, that you love yourself enough and that you believe in yourself enough to put that kid to rest. Okay? This is the Four of Autumn. Now, in the traditional tarot, this is about guarding your money, but we're asking about love. So you're guarding your love, you're guarding your heart. This card for me is so much more than anything about money. If you look at this creature right here, she's successful, and this doesn't have to be gender, it's not gender specific. If you're a guy, I'm talking to you too. This person is very successful. They have been very successful in navigating their relationship, specifically this last relationship. They've been very successful in coming out of it in a way that they have maintained their dignity, their integrity, their self-respect, and all that other stuff. However, every now and then they will look in the mirror, or they'll be driving down the road and they hear this voice of this scrappy kid that they used to be. It's called the ego. Now, the ego is supposed to be our ally. But we allow the ego to do one of two things. It either makes us overly confident about who we are, or it beats us when we're down. Okay? So we want to take the ego and rein it in to be our partner, not our overly exaggerated cheerleader, and nor do we want it to be our abuser. Because our own worst critic is ourself, and that's ego. Okay? So, Spirit's asking you to, when those thoughts arise, when those thoughts come up, well, yeah, it didn't work because you're blah, blah, blah. Pick it. Pick whatever it is that you pick on yourself about. That's why that relationship didn't work. Or it didn't work because you're whatever. You fill in that blank. Whatever you're blaming yourself for, whatever you're saying you're not good enough about, any of those things, Spirit's asking you to claim the victory over that. Claim the victory over this person, this ego, that continues to drag you down about yourself. Cancer, this is very serious. Excuse me. They're wanting to bring you into victory over this person, the ego. They're wanting you to believe in yourself. They're saying you're brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. You're a prize. You're the catch. You are all those things. Whatever happened in this last relationship, they really want you to look at it differently. They really want you to stop beating yourself up about it. You know what? Let me say something to you. And I might really upset some people whenever I say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Even if you were the cheater in the last relationship, even if that is the case, and that relationship blew up, the longer you beat yourself up about it, the further away you are from ever having an opportunity to mend it. And the further away you are from ever having an opportunity to, if you can't mend it, walk into a new healthy relationship. You have got to stop beating yourself up. Things happen. We're all human. And I'm speaking to somebody very specifically right now. We are all human. And things happen. And yes, somebody might have got hurt. Yes. But you continuing to beat yourself up is not beneficial, for you are that other person. So you take this person, and when they start talking to you, and now I'm going to talk generally to everybody, when this person starts talking to you, telling you what your faults are, telling you that you're not cute enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not young enough, you're not toned enough, whatever those thoughts are, this is what I want you to do. Recognize it. Recognize that it's that ego part of you that is not being your friend. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it for what it is. That this is. I understand why you're saying that to your ego. I talk to myself all the time. Acknowledge it. Honor it. And whenever I say that, I know you're thinking, honor it? Cheryl, you lost your mind? Yes, honor it. Honor it for the lesson that it's teaching you. Honor it for helping you to be aware that things like this happen and that they're normal. They're normal for us to beat ourselves up. But what's not normal is for us to live there. It's normal for us to have thoughts whenever we've done something wrong that, hey, we did something wrong. Yes, it's normal to have that thought because guess what? We did something wrong. But it's not normal to continue to beat yourself up every single day for the rest of your life about it. That is not normal. That is your ego abusing you. I'm feeling very, very strongly about this right now. And so there's somebody out there that really, really needs to hear this. And then after you honor it, after you honor that ego for helping you to learn something in that situation, even that the ego does that, that's learning that, honor it, and then release it. Let it go. Tell it, thank you, sayonara, I'm done with that. And then find something great about yourself to focus on for a little while. Give yourself a break. Love yourself. Back up. Look at things from a different perspective. Whether you've been hurt or you were the one that caused hurt. Sometimes we cause hurt and then we're hurt because of it. So, regardless of the situation. Well, I have a story I could tell about this, because let me tell you something. This little thing right there, anyway, maybe one day. But Cancer, again, step back, take a pause, look at it differently. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, claim victory over the situation. You've got this. And that's Spirit wanting you to know. Put that to rest. Release it, acknowledge it, honor it, and recognize it, acknowledge it, honor it, and release it. I'm going to start a group called Roar. That's what we're going to do. Attack it like a lion. Recognize it, acknowledge it, honor it, and release it. Okay. Next is the sacral chakra. This is your money house. That was love. This is your money house. And I am so pumped up about this particular section for you, because it looks like they're saying you have got such creativity deep within you. This is where your creativity sits, in your sacral chakra, okay? And you've got such great creativity in you. The very first card they gave you is moving on. Move on. This is the Eight of Summer, the same as the Eight of Cups. This person has packed their bags and they are looking to a brighter future. So it looks like in your money house, you have got something coming up for you that you... It's gonna be something that you're so passionate about, something that not only, it's like possibly mission work, possibly the calling on your life. I don't know, but this is something really special. And this is the person, like I said, they packed their bags, they're moving on, they're going down that trail, they're headed toward the sunlight, they're headed toward what's going to fill them up, what's going to make them happy. They've decided that I don't care about the pentacles anymore, I don't care about the money anymore, I just want to find emotional fulfillment. And they're saying that this is part of your sacral chakra. Okay, so the next one you got is the Two of Spring. This, I'm going to tell you, it says you have a bright future. A bright future can be manifested through hard work. What hard work doing what? What you're passionate about. What you're passionate about. This is the Three of Pentacles. This is the it says Three of Autumn, but it's about collaboration. It's about working with others on things that you're passionate about fulfilling your heart's desire in relation to money. Allow your passion to be what brings in your income. Now, Cheryl, you mean I have to quit my job and start a business before September 14th? No. I mean, you have to let that idea be planted in your head, and you have to embrace it and be excited about it and see it as something that is possible for you. They want you to plant it into your heart and know that you have everything within you to do what it is that fills you up. And it's got something to do with a creative project. It's got something to do with something that possibly you yourself have created or want to create, or it could be a book you want to write. It could be maybe you want to play music for the rest of your life. I mean, I don't know what it is. You know what it is. But it is sitting there. It's inside of you, and it's waiting to come out. So tap into that energy. Again, I'm not saying quit your job and start doing this before September 14th. No. What I'm saying is flip the energy about it. It's not a dead dream. It is not a dead dream. It is not a dead dream. It is a dream that's alive and well. It is something that you have the potential to walk into. Okay. That's your money. Family, friends, and coworkers. Base chakra. Guess what the base chakra is all about? Our roots, growing up, our understanding about work and how we make our money. Wow. So it looks like you might have some clearing to do. And it looks like it could have started because of life experience. This is a tower, the same as a tower card, but I'm going to put it back down because it was the last clarifier that came out. The first one that came out was the Chariot. Yeah. So it's about moving forward. It's about being in the spotlight. It's about you've had successes in your life already because of your hard work and your dedication and things like that. Hard work and dedication that probably you learned, good values you learned growing up. But also one of the things you might have learned growing up was, you go to work at this same job and you do that for 30, 35 years. And at the end of that 35 years, you collect a gold watch and you punch out for the last time, and then you go home and collect a pension check or your retirement or whatever. And things, number one, don't work that way anymore. I'm not sure anybody gives a 35-year retirement watch anymore. Some people do, but not a whole lot. But the other thing is that there's something within yourself that wants to go a different direction. But this is really holding you up. And it goes back to your money house. It's like so closely related. But this is not, I know the reason that this came out is because it's not just about family, friend, and coworkers. It's about kind of all of it together. It's not one or the other. It's all of it together. And it goes back to as it relates to money. So they're saying, remember that you have done this before. They're saying that this is how you got where you are. They're also saying that you're very successful at multitasking, and you might have to prioritize, but this may be something that you can move into without having to actually quit your job first. This might be something that you can kind of start stepping into. I don't know. You know the situation, but this is about somebody who successfully multitasks. Now, it also says to prioritize. Prioritize what's important to you. Prioritize the things that you're multitasking, and not to allow too much of it to bring stress into your life, okay? And it also says life experience. That is your final clarification card in here. Now, I'm looking at this two ways, and it could be both, and it could be one or the other. But one thing is, this creative project that you have deep in your heart, deep in your sacral chakra, that is wanting to birth itself out of you. That's where creativity comes from. I already said that. That could be due to a very traumatic life experience that you've had somewhere along the way. This could be like the root cause of this creation that you have within yourself. And possibly to bring this creative project out, some family members might not be real excited about it because perhaps family secrets come out. Perhaps family secrets come out, and that's a hard place to be. So it's a possibility that this is a hang-up for you. The other thing is that maybe it's not about a life experience that's happened to you. Maybe it's more about your dad would freak out if you quit your job and went and started selling Kirby vacuum cleaners. Now, the reason I say that is because I did that when I was 19 years old. I was working for an attorney. I was so proud to have that job. And then somebody recruited me to sell Kirby vacuum cleaners. I cannot believe that happened, but they did. They talked me into at least giving it 30 days. So I did. And within 30 days, I made 2 months' salary, the equivalent of 2 months' salary at the attorney's office. I was bit. Being a salesperson, that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to know. I'll be a salesperson the rest of my life. I'll work on straight commission the rest of my life. This is great. When I went to my dad's house and showed him my check and told him what I'd done, he pitched a fit because he knew and he told me that that's not a sustainable career. It's not going to take care of you the rest of your life. You know, he's that from that generation where you get out of school, you go to work, you punch a clock or whatever for the next 30, 40 years, and at the end of that time, you get that gold watch and you're done. Then you can go home and then you can go fishing. Then you can do, you know, the things that you want to do. So this little chick really upset him whenever I did that. But hey, you know, I made a whole lot of money, and I actually have over the years supported myself and my family on commission sales. So, you know, hey, he got over it. Anyway, so, and that's basically what I'm trying to say is that, you know, you have to know that to follow your dreams, sometimes you might ruffle some feathers. You might, and my dream wasn't always to be a Kirby vacuum cleaner salesperson. That's not what I'm saying. But with you, I'm talking about in regard to you. Whatever this creativity is that's inside of you, whatever this creativity is that's begging to come out of you, you might ruffle some feathers along the way. But I think God is saying, again, you don't have to go quit your job today and go knock on that door, you know, tomorrow. But they're asking you to accept that this is a valid and real dream that is inside of you begging to come out. And they're asking you to give it a little bit of life, whether it's just in the planning stages, whether it's just in the thinking about it, visualizing it, accepting that, yes, this is possible before 20 years from now. This is possible next year. This is possible in 3 years. This is possible next week. Whatever the case may be for you, I feel like they're saying, you know, let go of some of the things that concern you as far as what you understood about life growing up, because that's not always the way it is. Especially whenever you've got something burning so deeply within you that it's begging to come out. And it sounds like cancer. You do have something like that in your life. Health and wellness. This is solitude. It's the Hermit card. So, in regard to all of this, every bit of it, everything we've just said, they're saying get quiet for a minute. Get to yourself. Get to your center and make yourself a priority so that you can clear your mind and settle your mind of the day-to-day worries, so that you can clear your mind of those things that we learned about how life is supposed to be. Clear your mind of all that and allow God and the angels and the archangels and the Holy Spirit and the ancestors, whoever else, allow them to speak to your heart. And whenever we're quiet and we can get those things out of our mind for a little while, then, you know, we can hear, we can feel, we can receive what they're wanting to say to us. So, and you know what? You don't have to sit on a mat with your legs crossed Indian style going, you could go fishing. That might be the best way for you to meditate, to get all this stuff, to get your mind settled down. Go fishing. Go drive. For me, I love to drive. I love road trips. I love just to get on the road and just start driving. And I am not kidding, on more than one occasions, I end up like passing up my exit or whatever. Not because I'm goofy, but because I am so in the receiving mode and hearing what's being said, that it's like there's an angel driving my car. Just saying. I know I'm not the only one, so I don't mind tattletelling myself. But anyway, so that's what they're asking you. Get to your center. Get to a place where you can hear them, where they can be in a position to guide you. Okay. The first card you got was You're Not Stuck. This is my You're Not Stuck card. It's the same as it's called the Eight of Winter, but it's the same as the Eight of Swords. In the Eight of Swords, the person is bound up and with a blindfold and their swords on both sides of her. But her hands are loose, and she could actually reach over and untie the tie that's got her bound, then pull off her blindfold and walk away because the swords are just on either side of her. In this case, it's basically the same thing. She is on a little iceberg that is broken away from the sidewalk. But if you look, she's in some kind of little park area. This is likely a little wishing pond or something like that. She could just step off of it and get on that sidewalk. She's not stuck out there in the little pond. So, but what the card says is, you do have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Remember this card from the very beginning in the love category? If only you believed in yourself. Wow. Thinking you're powerless? You're not powerless. That's what the card says. You have a lack of self-confidence that keeps getting in the way of what you want. Okay, so Cheryl, why is this in health and wellness? Because whenever we degrade ourselves or we think less of ourselves than what's true about us, there's these little, they're called ankle biters, little stressors that are constantly eating at us and causing our resilience levels to go down. So in the description, there is a TED Talk by Howard Morton, who is the Executive Vice President of HeartMath. This is an informational video. There's nothing in my in the links that I'm giving you that's going to try to sell you anything, I promise. It's an informational video that talks about how our heart and brain work together, and how the emotions that we allow sit in our heart, whether they are emotions that express themselves into the outer world or they're emotions that just kind of sit and seep and wander. But those emotions that we allow to sit there affect our ability to think straight. They affect our ability to sleep well. They also send a signal to the brain to release certain chemicals that are not necessarily good for us. But anyway, I don't want to go into all that. I am a certified HeartMath trainer, but that's not what I'm here for. But for full disclosure, I'm telling you. Okay, so it's also saying, Princess of Spring, it's time to take action. Okay, so get quiet, take action with yourself, making a commitment to yourself to get quiet. I know it sounds funny. Okay, Cheryl said, be still. Then she said, take action. Yes, take action, getting still. How you like that? And then it says, take action. It's time to take action. It's time to go after your dreams. So get still. Let them guide you. Let your guides, the Holy Spirit and God, let them guide you into these next steps, into what your next action should be. And then you get 6 of Summer. So part of it has to do with something. Maybe it was a dream that you had when you were younger. Maybe it's a dream that you had to do something whenever you were much younger. But this is a card about, it's the same as the 6 of Cups. It's a card about remembering the past. Don't go sit in the past and live there, because your power is now. But it's good to try to garner that energy of being a child again, where you allow yourself to be excited, where you allow yourself to believe that everything's possible, where you allow yourself to accept people at face value, where you allow your heart to be pure, and you allow people to be who they are without taking what happened with the last person and putting judgment on the next person because of it. Where you just accept life day by day, that you don't worry about tomorrow. Whenever we were kids, we didn't worry about tomorrow. So Cancer, they're asking you to get still, get ready to start the process, even if it's just in your mind. Definitely they want you to flip your mind about this dream, about this passion that you have. Start that process within yourself and see where it takes you, because they want you to go into this next 12-year cycle looking for the brighter future that they have set up for you, because they have it set up for you. Okay, we're going to get a little PS. My favorite part. It's not really my favorite part. I love this reading. This reading is so charged. They are passionate about you. And let me tell you something. I don't know what it is that you've got gestating inside of you, but it looks like it's something pretty special. And it looks like it's something that not only is pretty special, but that would probably affect a whole lot of people. Okay, so God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, we thank you for an incredible message for Cancer. And now we're looking for a little PS, just a little ending message from you, words of encouragement, extra advice, whatever you want it to be. We're open to that. And we thank you again for this message. And thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for all the comments and the likes and all that stuff. You guys are incredible, and I love being here. Okay, you're the star. You're balanced. But not only are you balanced, she's balanced on the ground and on the water. She's balanced in physical reality and in her spiritual reality. She's balanced in her no nonsense, this is what it takes to get it done reality, and in her dreamer reality where she has to believe in miracles. She's so balanced, and she is so capable of manifesting anything she dreams of and wants to walk into. And this is what they're saying, Cancer. This is who you are. This is who you are. You're the star of your life. You're the star of your own movie. You're the composer of your own music. You're the choreographer of your own dance. That's pretty exciting. Okay, Cancer. They're also saying this is where they're taking you. This woman is so independently wealthy, or so independently financially stable, that she doesn't have to worry about money. And this is, again, not gender specific. She doesn't have to worry about money. She doesn't have to worry about anything, as a matter of fact, because everything's so balanced. So she's got so much peace in her life that this bird lands on her hand. And that bird communicates with her, because that's how much peace she has in her life. This is where, not gender specific, this is where they're wanting to take you, Cancer. This is where they're wanting to take you. But you have to have it inside of you. You have to look at things a little differently as you move into this next cycle. You have to know that there's so much good planned for you. There's a couple little tweaks that they're wanting you to consider making when it comes to life as you knew it before. Yeah. Okay, one more little word for Cancer. You hold the world in your hands. See, she's got the world in her hands. You hold the world in your hands, and now it's your choice. It's your choice about where you go from here today. Remember, with this astrological event, whatever energies, if you have energies of self-doubt, if you have energies of thinking that there's no way you'll ever bring this dream into a reality, if those are the energies you're living with today and you don't do something about them, you're going to walk into the next 12 months, 12 years with those same energies. So that's why Spirit wants to talk to you today, because they want to tell you this is your choice, okay? And it is as simple as that, a choice. That's how simple it is. Once you make the choice within yourself And you wouldn't be looking at this message and watching this message if it wasn't for you. Once you make that choice for yourself, it's like this momentum takes place, and then it's like one thing happens and another thing happens, and then it snowballs and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And next thing you know, you wake up in a year and you look back and you're like, wow, I would have never dreamed this possible. So, again, Cheryl, you're saying I have to quit my job before September 14th and start my dream company or my dream work or whatever. No, that's not what I'm saying. Flip the switch is what I'm saying. Flip the switch so the energy changes. Go from saying, okay, if I work 10 more years, if I work 15 more years, and then put my money in this kind of financial whatever vehicle, then this is going to be able to happen, and I should be able to live a nice, meager life while I try to build this dream. Go from doing that to thinking, I bet it's possible to do it before then. I bet there's some way out there. I wonder what that would be. Start asking those kinds of questions. You'd be surprised what lands in your lap. Okay, Cancer? Have a super duper day. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.